Okay, so today we're welcoming Donna Reid Mitchell to our call. And I just want to say a few things about Donna. I actually started Avon, Donna, about 17 years ago as a representative. And you have always been my idol with Avon. You've always been my Avon icon. It's really true to this day. And it was your story that really caught my eye, caught my heart. And then I will never forget buying your book. And we were in a van with about 4 or 5 district sales managers. And I read that book. It was like an hour and a half drive. And I'm not a reader, okay? I read that book all the way there. I was so excited by the time I got to that staff meeting. I'm like, we can do this, we can do this, we can do this. And so I've read it 2 or 3 times now. And you've just been an inspiration to me. And I've always put your name out there to my leaders to follow and follow your great footsteps and your story. And, I've got to meet you several times and you're still an inspiration 16, 17 years later. So when you told me you would do this call, and I know how busy of a person that you are, it just thrilled me. Very, very excited. So few of the ladies that cannot be on this call wanted me to record it, so that's why we are. So everyone will get to hear your story, Donna. So I want to take as least time as I can and give you all the time, Donna. So if you will introduce yourself and then tell us your story.
Okay. Hello, ladies. Hello, Elizabeth, Sue, and we missed one other person. I'm not sure who's on the phone. Just wanted to say hi personally. Thank you for inviting me, Tammy. You know what? I always, even though I'm busy, I always enjoy sharing my story because I remember how important the stories were when I got started. I actually signed on with Avon 16 years ago. I was working in my life before Avon. I worked full-time as a hairstylist, and I liked what I did. But I was about to have my baby, and I just was not ready to go back to work in the salon right after having my baby. So there was a client of mine who was a district manager. She actually, every time she came in, she would speak to me about Avon. Wasn't interested because I had a busy schedule with working as a stylist. But then close to when I was ready to have my daughter, I called her. I said, okay, I'm ready to get started. And there was someone she was working with in leadership. So she partnered us up together. And I actually signed on with Avon and Mary Kay the same day because I wanted to see what both had to offer. I paid $10 to sign on with Avon and $100 to sign on with Mary Kay. And then, when you sign on with Mary Kay, they talk you into doing that initial order. And then I went home. I was so excited. I started flipping through the brochure. Now I have 6 sisters. I started shopping for myself, for my sisters, for my mother. I was so happy. And got my orders together. Started reaching out to my clients. And I remember following up in 2 days with the person who signed me up. And I said, hey, I have my orders. What do I do? And she said, oh, I don't think I want to be bothered with this leadership thing. I'm not finding any good people. And I was like, oh my goodness. She said, speak to the district manager. So I learned from then every single person that comes on board in my team, I treat them as if they're going to be my next platinum executive leader because you just never know. And I think she felt that way because when I signed on, my goal I shared with her was just to earn $100 per month until I went back to work in the salon. Because I did not know that Avon could be a real career opportunity. I did not know that you could make real money with Avon. I thought, okay, I'd be selling some roll-ons, some lipsticks, some perfumes. That's what I thought about Avon. So after she kicked me to the curb, the first meeting I went to, my district manager played excerpts from the video, The Rich and Famous of Avon. And it was then I saw that Avon could be a real income earning opportunity. And that is why, Tammy, whenever you need me, I'm willing to share because it was then that I saw the big picture of Avon. I saw Lisa Wilbur sharing her story, Vondell McKenzie. It was Donna and Jackie Mundy. And there were so many others sharing what they were able to accomplish with Avon. And I went, wow, if they can do it, then I can do it too. So I started selling. I can honestly say for my first 3 months, did not make much money. You know why? Because I was my biggest client. Remember I said I started shopping for myself first, shopping for myself, shopping for my mother, shopping for my sisters. And then I would look in and I'd say, how come I'm not making any money? But I quickly learned that if I wanted this to be profitable, I needed to treat it like a business. So 16 years later, I put a limit on how much I spend on myself. And I buy items that I can use to promote my business. So they have to pay for themselves. So I'm much smarter now. So at the time of onboarding, I highlight to my new team members that we want you to be a product of the product, but you should never be your number one client because we want this to be profitable for you. So all the lessons that I learned as a part of my onboarding experience, I still incorporate that. And I'll be sharing later how I wove that into my brochure, into my book, and I still use that as a part of my training today. So started selling, and I'm going through the long. I'm telling you my story because I think people get I want you to have realistic expectations of your business. I want you to know that I've had many challenges along the way. So I do not want you to think that it's been smooth sailing along the way, because I know some leaders feel that way. They say, they think I may not have challenges. I'm going to share some of the challenges. So 6 months after starting my Avon business, I suddenly became a single mother with 2 young children. And you know what happened? I was so down in the dumps. I did nothing with my Avon business. By then I was a unit leader. And if you go 3 months without maintaining your unit, you lose your business, right? So I lost my downline. District manager was calling. I would not even return her call. And I had to hit rock bottom. I remember one day I was home in the apartment in New York and I was complaining. I had no money. And my son, who was 7 at the time, he said, Mom, why don't you do more with this Avon business? He said, you're the best Avon lady I know. I was the only Avon lady he knew. He said, why don't you do more with Avon and I will help you? And you know what they say, right? Out of the mouth of babes, sometimes we just need one person to believe in us more than we believe in ourselves. And as leaders, it's so important for us to be that one person telling our team members that they can do it even when they do not believe in themselves. Because that was a turning point for me. When my son said that, I remember saying, okay, I can do more with Avon. Because I was playing with my Avon business up to that point. I was treating it like a business that I needed to get $100 from. And that's the result that I was getting. But after I changed my mindset as to what I wanted from my business, for the first time, I went and I established specific goals as to what I wanted my business to generate. So I know I needed my business to generate enough to pay my rent so I could comfortably take care of myself and my children. So I formulated a business plan as to how much I needed to sell to be able to generate that. And then also, I missed those checks that I was getting when I had my team, even though it was a small team. And I worked out with my district manager, okay, exactly how many recruits I would need to be getting consistently to be generating the income that I needed. So it's very important to have a plan, and that keeps you motivated and keeps you going every day. Because even though I had challenges along the way, because I know I had clear, well-defined goals, it helped to keep me focused. So very important. So I started recruiting, became a unit leader in one campaign. And then I realized, because that's just the entry level, just like being a bronze ambassador now. So I'm going to switch to the new term. So being a bronze ambassador, you will not make life-changing money as a bronze ambassador. That's just the entry level to leadership. So you need to know your goals. How much do you need to generate from your Avon business to make a difference in your life, in your household? And then identify the leadership title that you need to be at, and then see what the gap is. How many people you need to have ordering. And remember, on an average, 50% of our people are active. So if you need to have 20 people generating the income you need, then you need to have about 40 to 50 people on your team to generate that. But having a specific business plan is life-changing. That's what will keep you motivated, even when it will be 0 degrees tomorrow, because you know exactly what you're working towards. It will have you waking up. So I've been working my business steadily since then. When I started my Avon business, I did not have a car. And the first major purchase I was able to make from my Avon business was I was able to save $6,000 through the representative saving plan and purchase a car for myself and my kids. And after that, I said, okay, my next goal was to purchase a home. I had a 2-year lease in the apartment in New York. And I said, I did not want to renew that lease. So set big goals for yourself. Think ambitious. Set goals that will wake you up at 6 in the morning working your Avon business, because you too deserve success at the highest level. Partner with people who have bigger dreams and goals for you than you do for yourself. And that's what Tammy is doing for you. Tammy is your coach. She's helping you to stretch so you can reach your full potential, because that is so important. And through my Avon journey, I learned how important it was to develop what I call the 3Ds, the 3Ds of success. You need to have the desire. You have to tell yourself that you too deserve success. So I tell my ladies, if you're a President's Club member, if you're a Bronze Ambassador, celebrate that. Try to be the best Bronze Ambassador, the best President's Club member, but always look to go to the next level. Stretch yourself. So if you're a President's Club member, stretch to get to Honor Society. So you need to have the desire to be. And I'm going to show you that on my, I'm going to show you what my board was. I did this on Saturday. I can't wait to share it with you. But write your goals down. And I have embraced the idea of having a vision board, a goal board, because that's something that I'm visual. If I see it, I can wrap my mind around it. I can achieve it. And then I can celebrate it when I see that I have achieved it. So you need to have the desire to succeed. You need to have the discipline. As independent business owners, we need to hold ourselves accountable. I'm not sure if any of you have full-time jobs outside of Avon, but I know so many people have jobs that they have to report to that boss. So there's a supervisor, there's a boss holding them accountable. And they work their business, they work that job to fulfill the expectations of that supervisor or that boss, right? We have to do the same for our Avon business. So it takes discipline to stick to our business plan. So at the beginning of the year, I'm so happy we're having this now. So important at the beginning of the year to set your goal as to where you want your business to be by campaign 26. And then I learned along the way, all serious network marketers look at their business in 90-day segments. So set your goal as to where you want to be for the year, and then break it down by 90 days or every quarter, what you need to achieve. And then you break that down to every month, to every campaign, what you need to achieve. And that is what I had to do because I wanted to make a difference for myself and my children. So I wanted to be at the top of the pay plan, which back then was I'm a senior executive unit leader. At the time, there were no senior executive unit leaders in my division. And I said, I wanted to be the first one in my division. I know my district manager and my divisional manager probably thought I was crazy, but you have to set goals for yourself that will really stretch you. And you'll be surprised to see how many people you have supporting you along that journey once you set that goal. Share that with if you have an upline, share that with your downline members, share that with the business partners, your clients, because you will get help along the way to achieve your goal. So every campaign, you need to have a focus as to what you will be working at. So we've spoken about the desire, the discipline, and the dedication. Honestly, it's hard for me to get distracted when I hear people complaining, and I have the same issues as everybody does. The shorts that have all those issues, but because I am laser focused on my goal and my team's goal, I do not spend a lot of time getting distracted because we are on a mission. I know what my goal is. I know what the goal of my ladies are. And we're working hard in spite of anything that may be happening. So I do not spend a lot of my time getting distracted or getting in other issues that's taking me away from my goal. So once you have the desire, the discipline, and the dedication, and then you just repeat that every campaign, you repeat that every day for your business. That's what has helped me. And after going that, I need a system, because I am very, what's the word, Tammy? I can be very spontaneous. I can get off track. So I had to come up with a system to help me to stay focused. So every day, and that's why I wrote the book, because I wanted a system I could teach my ladies. So I work my Avon business like a serious business every day. I get up in the morning before everyone else is up, and I chart out exactly what I'll be doing for the day, and I stick to that. On Mondays, because it's the beginning of the week, and I think that's the most important. I want to lay the foundation for a successful week. That's the day I reach out to my leaders and my promoters, helping them to put their business plan together for the week, because I believe in doing things early in the year, early in the month, early in the week, early in the day. And you cannot have a successful business if you're starting to work at 10 or 11 o'clock. I do not believe in that. One of the things I learned in elementary school was that, they teach us all these little nursery, these gems. And one of them was the heights of great men reach and kept were not attained by sudden flight, but they, while their companions slept, they were up and toiling. So try to see if you can start working your business early in the day. You want to make sure that you're getting a head start. What do they say? The early bird gets the most worm. So you want to tell yourself that you are on a mission. You're out to achieve great things for your business every campaign, and have fun while you're at it. So I start working my business early. So I speak to my key partners on Monday, and then on Tuesdays, I follow up with my no orders or my team members that are ordering under $150. Because for us as leaders, we want to make sure that we're getting that qualified, especially when we have incentives working at. It's critical that we have that qualified component. So for my team members that have orders less than $150, I'm following up with them, sharing business building tips, and just checking in with them to see how they're doing, showing that personal interest in them. And then on Wednesdays, I follow up with my LOA 1 to 3, my new team members, because you want to make sure that I'm establishing that relationship with them. This is a relationship business. And then on Thursdays, I follow up with my removals, because as I'm bringing new team members on board, I want to make sure that I'm maintaining the ones that are already there. And then Fridays, that's when I reach out to my clients. And now I'm so excited after we just came back from the event in San Antonio. So the focus is about growing our e-sales. My e-sales are nowhere near where they need to be, but I'm excited at what it will look like if I get to build a successful online business. I'm going to be tapping into a little of that, because I like new things. I like new challenges. But this for me is one way to be able to work more efficiently. It's about working smarter, not harder. So I am embracing that change, because it will make life easier for us, and we want our lives to be easier. So I'm just going to go through the 7-step system that I wrote in my accelerated success, because I want it to be duplicated. So I work my business Monday to Fridays, and then on 2 Saturdays, I worship on Saturdays. I try not to work on Saturdays. The last Saturday of every month, I have a team meeting with my ladies here in Dallas. And thanks to technology, I'm on Zoom every Wednesday. I have a Zoom meeting with my ladies. And now we're doing Facebook. My Facebook group is growing, because I have taken all that I learned from San Antonio at the leadership training, and I'm implementing it in my business. So I'm driving a lot of my trainings online. So we're doing more weekly Facebook Live. We're doing more videos. So I am embracing the new direction that Avon is encouraging us to work for business. So in my book, after I had a $2 million business. I became a senior executive unit leader. I was like, okay, how can I teach my ladies how to do this? I wanted to be able to duplicate that. So expand your dreams, expand your goals, dream bigger. So, and I'd love to hear from you later on some of the things that Avon has been able to, that you have been able to accomplish with your Avon business, because that is what fuels you. And you can look back and say, oh, I was able to do this. I've been able to celebrate so many wins with some of my ladies. I've been able to go the first time out of the country. I feel my ladies earned the cruise to Bermuda last year. And I was so happy. Two of them, they were getting a passport for the first time. That is life-changing, wouldn't you say? So they've been able, so Avon is life-changing for so many of us in so many ways. So identify the why, and then your belief system, you need to check that to see where it's at. You need to believe in the company, the products, and the people that you're partnering with. So I like to call it the 3P. You need to believe in the product that we're representing. Avon is an established company with wonderful products. The people that we're partnering with, all you wonderful people here, because if you believe in those 2 P's, then the 3rd P will follow, which would be the profit. And the 3rd part of my accelerated success system is the earnings. We need to know our compensation plan. And I know they just tweaked it a bit, but you need to know where you are, know what you need to achieve, and the compensation plan, not just for leadership, but we need to also know our sales structure as well. So that's important. And then once you have mastered the why, the belief, the earnings, then you need to look at the how. How am I going to achieve all of this? And I believe in going back to basics, prospecting daily. And we can be prospecting face-to-face, which is a traditional way, or online. And we're going to speak about using social media. Are you all on Facebook and Instagram? Yes, one person saying yes. We're going to be speaking about that. But we're going to be looking at some smart ways that you can do what I was doing when I started, which was pounding the pavement. Now we can be prospecting in a smart way. I'm so excited about that. So look at the how. How much time will you devote every day to your business? I learned early that you can work your business full-time or part-time, but you can't work your business sometime. Even if you're working your business part-time, there needs to be consistency. You need to be working your business every day. So identify the time you'll be spending in your Avon business and protect that time. I will ignore calls from my family, from my friends when I'm working my business, because I'm on a mission. I have my goal. I know exactly what I want to achieve each day. So identify what are your business hours and protect those hours. Let your family and your friends know that I work my business from 10 to 12, from 2 to whatever that time is for you, and then train them to respect the time that you're putting in your business. That's so important. And then the tools, we want to be utilizing all the tools, and we have so many wonderful tools. I'm a big fan of Avon U. Avon has really put a lot into having our own university that we can take advantage of from the comfort of our home. How much are we utilizing that? There are a lot of handouts that's there that we can print and we can personalize. The tools are there. We need to be using them. When I started 16 years ago, I had to be creating my flyers and all the tools that I needed. We have everything. We have shareable videos. We have the social media center. So we have everything that we need to work our business efficiently. We just need to consistently take advantage of them. And then the sixth thing is the training and the events. Whatever training is available, be it our monthly sales meeting, whenever there's a training in our region, in our division, please be sure to take use of that, because I have learned the more you learn is the more you earn. And even if you've done the training more than once, whenever there's a live training in your area, please try to go. RepFest, that is our biggest event for the year. Plan your business around that so you can be there, because it really does make a difference. And that's a wonderful way for us as leaders to celebrate with our team members, invite them to come so they can see the big picture of Avon. And then I am a big believer in celebrating, looking for little milestones, both for yourself personally and for your team members, that you can make a big to-do about. So celebrate and recognize little milestones along the way, because doing so, it will instill confidence in your team members. It will show that you're having fun with your business, and then that will attract others to come and be a part of your team. And some other things I look to celebrate for my new team members, when they hit $500 in the first 3 campaigns, I send them a card, and sometimes it's just a card to say, yay, well done, congratulations, because a lot of them, they're not getting that outside of Avon. So it doesn't have to be expensive. So just look for little things that you can recognize. When they have their first grand opening, the first campaign that they service 10 clients, you can find different things that you can recognize with your team members. So celebrating little milestones along the way will encourage them to go for big things. And as a leader, do the same for yourself. I reward myself with a manicure and a pedicure every campaign from my leadership earnings. I go and I get my nails done and I feel, job well done. It's $65 to get my nails done, but for that 1 hour when I'm there, I feel so good knowing that my Avon business is paying for my pampering session. So try to find something that you really like to do, that you can use that to stimulate you to work your business so you can go and relax and enjoy that every campaign. Because remember, you are the CEO of your business. You have to treat yourself that way. And a part of that is pampering yourself. Whatever works for you, maybe going out to dinner, maybe going to a movie. We want to make sure that we're having fun with our business, right? So that's just a quick overview of what my book was about. And like I said, I am now a huge believer in doing your goal every year, having a vision board. I just did this exercise with my team. Usually we would do this once per year, every January. We had so much fun doing this on Saturday that we decided that we will get together to do this every quarter, because it was a nice bonding, team building experience for us. And we just had Benna Resnick, one of my leaders, she hosted, and she collected a suitcase full of old magazines. But we had so much fun just sharing. So we just got pictures and quotes from the magazine, but just sharing what each quote meant to us was just such a positive experience. So I just wanted to share some of my quotes with you and what I did on my vision board. Because if you do not have one, I would encourage you to do this. I have this in my office, so when I get in the morning, this is the first thing I see. And what I'm going to be doing for 2019 is I'm going to be picking a quote every day, and that is the positive affirmation that I'll be using throughout that day to keep me focused and positive. So see, in the middle, those are my children. I think you see how cute and innocent my kids look? I think my daughter was like about 3 then, and my son, maybe about 8. My daughter is now, she is 16, and my son is 22, something like that. So, and I'd put them in the center because they're the center of my life, and they're why I'm at Avon. And then, this was one of my favorite quotes. So this is a wonderful team building exercise for you to have with your team. I found this quote that says, The struggle is real, and so am I. Can you relate to that? Because there are many days when I know that that will keep me through the day. Can you hear me? I think everyone is muted.
Yes,
Just
we are all muted, but we can hear you. And yes, the struggle is real, Donna.
Struggle is real, and so am I.
That's right.
Do you think that after later, this is something that we need to be reminded of? So we laughed so hard when we found this, but it's just share. Okay, let me just share. Another one. It's easy to bring people on board because they see how much fun I have. I've learned that big picture pondering can have life-changing effects. This one says, the best woman for the job, that's who I want to be. Making a positive change. Turn your bucket list into a bucket plan. That's something that I want to do. I want to stay inspired. Minimize stress. Ooh, and I love this one. Traveling makes you more accepting of other people. It helps you understand other cultures. And with Avon, we get to travel for free. I'm going to Mexico this year, and I will be going to Hawaii. And I hope to see all of you in Jamaica next year on that trip to Jamaica. You need to come home with me. And then this one said, best friends always stay in touch. So I want to be reminded to reach out to my friends and family outside of Avon. And this is the one that I chose today. Embrace the journey and the exciting future ahead. Doesn't that just speak so well to where we are in our business? So it was, here's another one. Make the decision to arm yourself with knowledge and take action today, regardless of your age. And I said, I need to remember that. So just get some old magazine. But it was such a wonderful team building activity. And we all shared what we had. And we'll be working to keep each other accountable. So I would definitely encourage you to do that. So I have something positive to start my day with and to keep me focused again. Like I said, I am embracing the thought of going more digital with our business. And I know there has been some confusion. A lot of representatives are panicking because they think that our business has to be 100% digital or not. And that is not true. This is your business. Avon is encouraging us to have more of a digital experience because that's the way of the world that we're living in. Amazon is the #1 retailer. We want to make sure people are shopping more online. We want them to be shopping from us, right? So we got this in San Antonio, the 2019 goal strategy. And as a part of our planning session, there are 3 things that we need to do to help us have a successful online business. We want to set a definite goal of how many new online customers we will be acquiring in the next 30 days. So in the next month, how many new online customers do you want to acquire? And the second thing we want to put some focus on is how many of your existing customers will you convert to online customers within the next 30 days? And then the third thing is how will you lead your team to achieve these same goals? What specific actions will you use to coach your team? So that was what I was going over with my team. So one of the things, and this I got from Avon University. It's a script that Avon shares with us on the words that we can use to convert traditional customers to online customers. And it's just a sample conversation that you can have. It just says, hi, Amy. Avon has launched improvements to their website that makes it so user-friendly. It's so easy now to shop. And I just love for you to visit my website and then see if you like it. And then one thing we want to do is to promise them that we will continue to be their personal Avon representative. We will be there to answer all their questions and to offer the care and support that we have been giving them face to face. So I encourage my ladies to look anyone that's more than 15 minutes away that you have to be driving to deliver. That's someone you want to have that conversation with about going online. It will minimize the disappointment our clients will have with items being out of stock because they're ordering from your website. If the item is not available, there'll be 3 or 4 comparable items that will pop up immediately, so they will have options to choose from. So I absolutely love that feature. But the words are right here: what to say, how to convert our clients. And then I know most of us are on Facebook. Instagram is something that's fairly new to most of us. There's a wonderful one-page handle that we got from Instagram.com. What's that? /HIB. I can email it to you, Tammy, so you can share it with them, with some wonderful tips on how, as a small business, how to effectively launch an Instagram page.
That would be
It tells
great.
you how to create your username, how to put together a good bio, how to start following others, how to create a strategy for your business, how to build your brand. Tells you how to be authentic, because people want to see that you're authentic with your business. How you can research relevant hashtags. When I'm off, I will email it to you so you can share it with them. So this is where we are. That there's an encouragement for us to go digital. We need to embrace it, because we will be getting back our time. It was a hallelujah moment for me, because I distribute hundreds of brochures per month. So now I will be distributing. It's so much easier to send 100 emails than to drop off 100 brochures, or to text the brochure link. So I'm so excited. My back will thank me for it. And that is what I want for you ladies also. I'm going around doing deliveries. Now I can just sit and watch the orders and send a card to say thank you for my business. Send a text to say thank you for your order, because we're still maintaining that personal contact. So we have the tools. We just need to get it here so that you can have the success that you deserve from your business. So this, okay, you're leaving me on to talk too long now, Tammy. So I want to hear your feedback. I want to hear your stories. But I can tell you that Avon has been life-changing for myself and my family, and I want you to have that experience too. So take the time to build your business. I started because I wanted to be home with my children. Come here, mother. And now let me tell you what my Avon business is allowing me to do. Come here, please. My mom has lived with us for 5 years because of my Avon business. You notice I'm not in my office. I'm actually in my living room. So these days I work from my dining table and help to take care of my mom. My mom is 84 and she has advanced dementia. And because of my Avon business, my family and I, because it's a family business for us, we can take care of her. That is priceless. Absolutely. So working Avon business, because I did not see that in my future, that my mom would get dementia, I have to take care of her. But because of working my Avon business hard every day, I'm able to do that. So I want you, Miss Elizabeth, Miss Amy, know while you can to work your business hard, set goals, because you never know later on how handy this will come in. Let me see if I can get her to come. She's standing. Come here, mother. Come here. So I can get her to come and say hi. So this is my baby now. So the other two, they've outgrown me. They're not this is my baby. Come say hi. Look at those ladies.
Hello.
Okay, wave your hand. Say hi.
Hi. How are you?
She's asking how are you. Say hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Nice to see you. I'm so glad you're able to listen to us and share your daughter with us. Thank you.
Just smiling. Okay, bye. But you know what?
Hi.
She was my biggest support. And now see, because she supported me, she would come to events with me. So now, because of my Avon business, we get to take care of her. So you never know what your Avon business will allow you to do. See, Miss Elizabeth, you had that 2-year-old with you. That's the flexibility and the freedom we have from our business. So that is my wish for you, that this year This year is going to be your best year yet, your most successful year I want you to have this year. What will you do to make it your most successful year this year? So I want to hear from you, because guess what? I have my pen and my paper because I know I'm going to be learning some stuff from you today. So now the floor is up to you.
So you all come off mute and ask any questions that you may have, or Donna wants to know what is going to make this your best year yet. What are you going to do to make it your best year? Sue Turley, can you come off mute?
Hello, Sue.
Hi, Donna.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm actually looking forward to New Orleans. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's the first goal I've got. And so I'll just plan to
So let me see
increase my team.
Let me see if I can get my son to say hi. He just came in. Come here. He's trying to sneak away. I do this thing all the time. He hates it. Come here, Jordan. Jordan, please. Low key. So he heard me on it. They're trying to
Sneak
come
by.
here, Rick. Jordan, you.
Yes, Jordan, we've heard so much about you since you were just little. We have to say hi.
We've seen pictures.
Hey.
Hello.
Doesn't he have his own business too? Is he doing Avon also?
He's my co-applicant.
Your co-applicant. That's what I thought. That's wonderful.
And my daughter helps me with my trainings. And
Hi.
but this is the baby. She's the reason I started.
Oh,
She's so pretty.
looks like her mom.
It's wonderful. Donna, just hearing you say all these things, I knew your story, but to make it real for everybody, and that's what I love, is you're still, even 17, 16 years later, it's your family is the center of your business. And, some of the things that I heard you say is you are on a mission, and I love that. Because that's what keeps you focused. You're on a mission for your family and focusing on your goal, but also focusing on your leader goals. And I think that's what keeps you, you're in business for yourself, not for just Avon, but for yourself, to make things better and great for your family. And now you're in a place where you can take care of your mother. So, that's a beautiful story. So Sue, the reason why I picked Sue, and I still want you to talk, Sue, is because, Sue, you remind me a lot of Donna, because she is on a mission and she's so helpful to her team. Really stays connected, and she's all about helping others, and she takes care of so many people. So Sue, you said your first goal was Rep Fest. What was your other goal this year?
Well, actually, I want more leaders on my team, and the ones that are already leaders, I want them to, just to be able to get with all of my team who will come, just to help them all. We can all just have a brainstorming session and help each other with ideas, just like what Donna's doing now with us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you know what, I so love that we got the opportunity to pay in installments for breakfast. Right after breakfast, I encourage my ladies, if you start saving $50 per campaign, then you would have enough money to cover your airfare, cover your hotel. So having a plan, having a 1-year plan makes everything so much more attainable. Instead of just trying to find the money come July. Just putting aside a little each month. And then I said, okay, so what will you be doing? Do you need to sell another set of NU? How are you going to be getting that? So it's working on tying out exactly. So going to New Orleans, how much will that cost? Is it going to cost you $1,000 extra? Okay, how can we start working on that from January? So if it's $1,000 in 8 months, that's what, like $120 per month? How can you get that from your sales? Or from adding new team members? So it's identifying, tying back that goal to the business, Sue, so that come by August 2nd, they will have the funds they need, so they're not stressing about how to afford to get to Rep Fest. And then you will be there to celebrate with them, and I will find you, Miss Sue.
I always manage to find you. I actually did. I came with four of my team. Well, 5 actually came to the last Rep Fest, and we all 4 of us are getting the installments taken out of our Avon account. And I urged them to save at least $100 a month, toward the trip.
So share that. So tell them that it makes a huge difference in the representatives that go to refer. They get to see the big picture, and they come back, and it makes a difference in their business.
Right.
So thank you.
Absolutely.
So Miss Lou, what's your goal this year in terms of your leadership title and your sales title for 2019? What's your leadership level now?
My leadership level has actually dropped down to bronze leader. I was silver leader, and I'm honor society.
Okay. So what's your goal as it relates to your title?
Get back up there. Yeah, get back up to silver leader at least this year.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. And the incentives, that the trips that they're having, are you still working for Mexico?
Yes, I am, but I tend to do the smaller, the goals as they are presented. I think if I can meet my goals that I want to meet for Rep Fest, that will also be helping reach the goals for Mexico or the Bahamas.
Mexico ends in campaign 8.
Mm-hmm.
I am a little behind where I should be, but I am laser focused. I'm determined to earn that trip. I like traveling on somebody else's expense. Yeah. I have never been to Cabo here. It's a beautiful place. So I am determined to earn that trip so Avon can send me there.
Right. I would love to.
So we have 5 more campaigns, campaign 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5 more campaigns to earn it.
Wow. I thought they set our goals kind of high for that one. Sales goals.
It's doable. And you see, Sue, that's why I need to lend you my son, because I told my son the beginning of the year, I said, oh man, I'm not where I need to be. And he said, Mommy, you have to earn it. I said, it's going to be hard. And he said, and what would you tell me? He said, you would tell us we would need to work at it. So he said, so work at it, and I expect you to get it. So it's going to be hard. But Sue, just think, when you're laying in Cabo and you're having your margarita, or you're having your taco, whatever floats your boat.
Yeah.
Just think, when you're having your taco, do you like tacos?
Yes, I do. Uh-huh.
Do you like margaritas? Do you like margaritas?
Not so much. Not so much.
Okay, so
iced tea with an umbrella in it would work.
Oh, see, like I said, whatever floats your boat. So just tell yourself that you would love. Have you ever been to Mexico before?
No.
Okay, so Sue, come. So I'm far behind. I'm working at it. Let's partner together and do it, Sue.
Okay, we'll do it.
We can do it, Sue.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay.
So, listen, Joy, I would like for you to come off mute and just tell Donna what your goals are and where you want to be.
We also dropped in title, so I want to get back up to bronze leader and love to be gold leader. We've not really focused on Mexico, but we are focusing on the next year's trip with the online sale. Yeah, we don't have any online sales hardly, so we're going to really work on that. And,
so and guess what I like, because I was shaken when I saw the incentive to Jamaica, because before, as executives, Tammy, we would automatically qualify for the trip.
Right.
And then this trip to Jamaica has put everyone on an even playing field. Before, you would automatically qualify if you're a top producer. Now we all have to earn it. So that's a good thing. Yeah. So that we're all playing together, we can all, and because you didn't have any online sales before, that's good, because now you can build on that to have your 25%, and we can all celebrate together. So I love that it's a you do, you get.
Mm-hmm.
So set that. Yeah. So on your vision board, on your dream board, you need to get a picture of Jamaica, the beaches.
And Donna can show us around. She can be our tour guide.
Yeah.
I am working so hard because of the size of my business. It's harder for me to earn it, but guess what? I'm on a mission.
I cannot do it, Donna.
I'm not there. I'm on a mission.
So one thing that I talked to the coaches about today is, taking the leader, actually taking the amount you need for Jamaica and then dividing that by 26. So see, break down those steps, see how much you need per campaign, and then do the same for your goal for your online sales. Take that goal and divide that by 26 and see each campaign, how much do you need for your online sales? So, we're only in campaign 4 right now. So you're not that far behind to get caught up.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay. I love that. Thank you for that, Miss Tammy. What I started doing, I started this in campaign 3, was I offered a $25 Starbucks gift card to the person on my team with the largest online sales.
Oh.
Because before I was recognizing them, but I wasn't rewarding online sales. No, it's a $25. So all my leaders, they were excited about that. So they're working for that. And I have the Wednesday after the closeout, I'll do the announcement in our Facebook group. So it's looking for smart incentives to tie in. And I just had a training with them on Saturday where my daughter actually did a presentation on Instagram, showing them how to set their Instagram account up, help them to do their profile. So it's really throwing ourselves in, Miss Whitney, so that we can just getting on board. Just, that Nike sign, just doing it.
Right.
Just doing it. So that's one of the things that we're doing. But
I wanted to tell you, Donna, that very early in our career with Avon, and my daughter and I do our business together, we traveled to Columbus and heard you speak. And we did purchase your book there. And
awesome.
Like Tammy, I probably read it 4 or 5 times. When I start getting I pull it out and I start going through it and going over it again. But it was a real inspiration. That was when I realized there could be more to the business, was listening to the 3 of you speak, and sharing your stories.
Thank you. So guess what? So I want you to believe that you too can do that.
Yeah.
And just hold yourself accountable. So who's the person that holds you accountable? Who's your accountability partner?
Probably more Tammy than anybody else.
Okay, Tammy, I'll be tough on her. My accountability partner is even when I do not feel like doing it. Because at the trip for Jamaica, I was like, this is so hard. And my son said, you need to earn it, and you need to earn it for 2 because I'm coming.
I love that. So he has to be busy too, right, Donna?
Mm-hmm.
So your son needs to get busy also, right?
Both my kids, they work hard in my book. Both of them, I cannot complain. But they like the trips. I earned the cruise to Bermuda for 2, and my daughter came with me. So I alternate with them for the trip.
I love.
So who is it? Elizabeth. Sue was saying that she's not working on the trip. Let me tell you, Miss Sue, even if it's a trip that you did not plan to go on, I would say work for that trip. The trip, I always work for the trip, because I feel if I'm encouraging my leaders to do it, I need to do it too. And I earned the trip to the Bahamas for 2, and was it about 2 or 3 weeks before the trip? My niece died in Jamaica, 21 years old, died.
Oh,
So of course, I did not go on the trip, but I was able to get $1,000 because I'd earned it for 2, and I was able to give that to my sister to help with the expenses. I learned from that, and it came in so handy. I learned from that. Even if it's a trip that you will not be going on, go for it, because that payout, you never know how useful that will be.
Okay.
So I learned a valuable lesson there, because it was like, it happened out of nowhere, and I was like, oh my goodness. And that was never expensive funerals, and it wasn't planned or anything. And I was able to send an email to say, hey, I can't take the trip. Got a check for $1,000, gave it to my sister. She was so appreciative.
Wow.
I hope you never have to use it for that, but that money, you never know how handy that can come in. So come on, Sue, let's go for it. We're taking either that $500 or the trip to Mexico.
So I know that someone
I'll go for it.
Questions. So go ahead and ask questions to Donna. We just have a few more minutes with her. So what are your questions for her?
Well,
anyone?
Elizabeth hasn't talked yet.
Elizabeth, I think you got called out.
Yeah, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth still has a baby.
Here we go. Elizabeth, you're off mute now. Go ahead.
You're not going to see my face because I work from home and I haven't even cleaned up today.
We love you as you are, Elizabeth.
Look, see? Yeah. I've been with Avon for 21 years, and I've been in leadership for quite some time, and I'm no gold leader. I'm no silver leader. I am a silver ambassador. And
way to go.
I had my first star promoter last campaign.
Good for you.
Couldn't get nobody started in leadership, but I've got my first star promoter. So that's grow my leadership team, and I'm staying on Rec Fest, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to go because my daughter's expecting on August the 14th. She's early with Bray, so whatever with that. But I am working on the trip to Jamaica.
Woohoo! And you know what? Learn tonight. Never give up on any of your team members. They may not be interested now, but you just never know what may happen in their personal situation.
I keep talking to some.
But just always leave it there. Let them know the door is always open, so that whenever their situation change, whenever I have people come on board because their kids are graduating. That's an expense. You just never know. So just keep the opportunity open. Keep showing them how much fun you are having. Share with them what you have achieved. Oh, that's one thing I would like for you ladies to share. Share with me, please. What's your proudest Avon moment? What? Because I know, just share something that really made a difference to you with your Avon business. What was that one thing for you, Miss Elizabeth?
Bahamas. I've been single for almost 30 years. I never get to go anywhere, and the trip to Bahamas was my Avon moment.
Yes. Yay! Good job, Elizabeth.
The Rec Fest, I've enjoyed them. I've been to 2 now, and I really enjoy them.
I heard so many good things about that. Wait until you come to Jamaica, because I'll be there welcoming you to my island. And that's it. Experiences sometimes are more important than even the material things. That is priceless. Way to go. Miss Whitney, what's your proudest Avon moment?
Probably at the PC Gala. Just my daughter getting excited to go up in front of people and, be presented, awards and stuff, and Rep Fest. But the fact that we've been able to attend the 3 of them, has been a struggle for us, but we make it a priority. So.
And it made a difference. And there's nothing like having your kids see you being recognized, right?
Yes. Yeah. And, Rep Fest is awesome. Our team aren't very participating in much of anything. And I can't seem to convince anybody to go, but it's a life changer as far as I'm concerned, going to Rep Fest.
Find some new team members that will be as excited as you are.
Yeah.
And it will happen.
Yeah.
It will happen. Where's Sue? Where did Sue go?
She's still there.
Sue, what's your proudest Avon moment?
Actually, my proudest moment is when I was able to go to the car dealership, buy myself a new car, sign for it myself. My husband's name was nowhere on it, and he's never had to make a payment. Yay!
Wonderful.
That's an empowered woman.
Yes.
Way to go. And guess what happened? And that's, I do that exercise with my team members at the beginning of every monthly meeting that we have. And that kind of helped to draw out whatever negative thing happened that month. We always started with the highlight of our Avon month. That's how we start every one of our meetings. And it always leaves you with a nice, warm and fuzzy feeling. Miss Tammy, what's the highlight of your Avon career?
Well, I tell you, I have a lot of proud moments. So probably the proudest moment right now is being able to pay off all of my debt with my Avon money. And also to, back when I was a district sales manager, it was taking my kids to Disney, being able to pay for that. And also being able to work with all these wonderful women and help them where they are and to where they want to be. So that makes my heart happy, is when they achieve their dreams and goals.
That is so fulfilling. That's priceless. That's priceless. Thank you for that. One of my proudest moments, I've had a few. One of my proudest moment was in 2007 when I was Woman of Enterprise. My mom came with me as my guest to, and that's the only Avon trip she has come with me on. Because I'd always planned that whenever I started making some money, we would go travel, we would do this, we would do that. That was the only trip she came, and I'm so happy I took her then, because now she can't travel.
Absolutely.
And she was so proud, because she just thought I was selling it. She had no idea. She just thought I was just a little Avon thing. And she just seeing how proud she was, I will hold that here forever.
Absolutely.
So it's moments that will last a lifetime. Okay.
Well, Donna, I have one last question for you. Since we are going from, I like the saying, ding dong to click click to the digital world, what is it that you are implementing in your business to get those customers online?
Just the same thing. It's the same thing you're doing. And I can tell you, I thought it was so funny. Let me read it. And I share that with my team, because I do not want anyone to think it's going to be a magic bullet and everyone will switch to online. So I'm sharing with my clients the benefits. I'm telling them, guess what? There are exclusive offers online. You'll be getting your orders back within 3 to 4 days instead of, because I send in an order every Wednesday. And I know none of you may do that, but I've had a few times where I forget to send in a client's order and they have to wait 2 weeks to get that order. Whitney, I know you don't do that, right? So I tell them, okay. And I apologize to them. I said, I'm so sorry. I forgot to put the order in. And it happens all the time. So I tell them, guess what? Now you will get your orders back on time. And I tell them about the exclusive offers online. And like for my more mature clients, I even tell them I'm offering to come and do it for them. I've had only 2 so far of my existing clients that have converted. One of them told me straight up, she said, nope, I will not be going online. I do not want to put my information. My son does my deliveries. And she says, and I enjoy your son coming to visit because he is well-mannered. So she says, and she said she's not going online. So guess what? I'm not going to lose that client. So I told her, I am happy that you're enjoying the service, that we will continue to do that. But I am focusing all my new clients, I'm directing online. I'm not giving any of my new clients the option for delivery. So I go to I'm a member of 2 Chamber of Commerces, and I joined them last November. And every week I was taking my Avon brochure there. I stopped taking my brochure. Now I take my business card, and I tell them that they can go to my website. And another thing I'm doing now is I'm meeting new people. I'm connecting with them. I'm not distributing any more business cards. I'm connecting with them on Instagram or Facebook. So while I'm with them, I say, are you on Facebook? Are you on Instagram? I take my phone out and I find them. I send them a friend request. And I say, let's connect that way. So I'm connecting my people through my social media so they can see my posts and we can talk that way. So I'm not redoing any more business cards. I have drastically reduced the amount of brochures I'm ordering. And as I'm conversing with people now, I'm directing them to my site and we're connecting through social media. So I know because I'm changing that, it will take a while, but I will be getting those sales.
Absolutely. Well, Donna, we appreciate you so much. And,
thank you. Thank you for the opportunity.
Oh, you're welcome. And I wanted the top leaders here to hear your story, but still to this day, you're focused and you are, the change. I mean, you have adapted to the change and you are taking it and you are running with it, because sometimes change takes us off course, right?
Embrace the journey. That's what I'm doing. I am embracing the change, because the biggest drawback with my business is how much time I spend working my business.
Absolutely.
This will free my time up. If I can get my business digital, I will have so much more time to do the things I want to do.
Well, thank you.
With my daughter, hanging with my son.
That's right. And I love the part that your daughter is teaching some of your team the digital, because my daughter is teaching my team. And just today on my car phone, my daughter walked Amy through how to put pictures and captions on Instagram. So it's our kids are the millennial that are teaching us, which I love. So we're doing all the right things. It just can't happen today. It has to be something that you make a habit.
Let's keep doing it consistently, and we will see the results.
Yes. Well,
so let's do it.
Thank you so much. Let's do it together. We appreciate you, Donna. Bye. Have a good evening, everyone.
Bye. Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.